Just flowing in. Hey, 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 y'all.
Hey y'all,
BizBestie
BizBestie Chronicles
Chronicles, day 92.
92. Do we love our life, bestie?
Oh, man. Love it. Love it. And so grateful.
All the lessons and blessings. Hey,
So grateful for each other. Man, y'all. So today was my off day, but I was on duty. I was on goddamn duty.
always on duty. And it's
Always.
a big duty.
Girl. When you're trying to be new dog parent moms, new dog moms to seasoned dogs that already have a flow, you know, and it's just shit happens.
And not given the information how to.
Yeah, just they just perceived as me being the fur baby lady that I know every damn thing
That
when
you're a dog mind reader.
all the things, but I like how people put that on me because you know,
It only helped you elevate. So now you learned something all new.
yeah,
She got amplified in her business again.
exactly. Exactly. And man, shit. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say.
Friends, see? When you got people who got your back, you get through shit a lot easier and a lot faster.
And so I give grace because the first person that I thought about or could even call or who would even answer was my business bestie. And she's like, it's okay. Just calm down. And I'm like, it's a lot of shit happening. I'm trying to be calm and thinking about all types of shit. But one thing about it, I'm true to who I am. I'm true to who I am. I know how I handle.
Unapologetically.
Yeah, I know how I handle my
Unapologetically.
business. Yeah, I can be more. I'm still working on my delivery, which when you
We all have room to grow.
yes, all have room to grow, and delivery is one of my rooms to grow. And so as I give things thought and freaking go over the scenarios, like Bestie was helping me, I'm at a place where I'm gonna be as calm as possible. I'm gonna state how I feel, and I am gonna be receptive to listening to the other person's feelings as well, because my feelings are not the only feelings, and I understand that. But things just have to be understood. And when you have clear clarity in the beginning, then situations like this don't happen. But when situations like this happen and then you have to get the clarity, then you see how is that person going to compromise? How is that person going to be willing to fucking make things right? Because we are all human and we're having a human experience in the physical body. And so shit doesn't go exactly how we want it all the goddamn time. But when you continue to understand the clarity and the mission and the goal, then that's things that you can stick with. You can't just
No.
assume people can do things or people are capable of doing these things because that is your perception. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen like that. So I've learned a lot in this goddamn lesson, and I'm ready. I'm ready to breathe, take another bath. Maybe I need another bath for today. Detox. I have no, I have no appetite, so I haven't ate a thing today, which I normally don't eat on Mondays. I fast for spiritual mind clarity, and I'm excited.
And y'all, thanks to decades of therapy and marriage retreats and relationship counseling and all the things, I have lots of mad skills that I get to help be a great coach. Because in the end, it's like we all want to be seen and heard.
Yep.
We all do, but we all do it differently. And none of us that I know of were taught these skills from our parents or from our teachers or from our siblings or from anybody we freaking know. So we
Exactly.
just all give each other grace
Hmm.
to help each other learn. And all she asks for help and she gets it. And look, she feels better because if not, Bessie, how long would you have probably felt bad for? You would have been like stewing on.
I would have probably felt bad for at least 24 hours because after that, after I know I didn't even, it's nothing that, first of all, it was nothing that I couldn't enough could have not have done if I didn't have the clear information.
Yeah, you couldn't have done anything different based on the information you had.
Yeah, so like that, I would have probably, but I would have let it because we're fucking women and we feel things deeply, and you know, as I'm over here looking at some of the situations as after it unfolds, the war rooms and all that shit is just traumatic. It's fucking traumatic, and so being thankful that you cleared me and helped me. Then girls, like I had everything here. Sage was here, me was here, where I can just take myself out of the situation. Also,
Yeah.
ask, don't assume. Like I'm not gonna assume because this is a whole new relationship, so I can't assume shit. I cannot assume nothing. So when a
Yeah.
person walks away and doesn't say shit, I'm like, hey, can we have a conversation? So I can at least see where that's gonna go. And then he gave me that opportunity to have a conversation, but I can tell I already know the person felt like it was my fault. And no, it's not my fault. So now we have to have a clarity conversation. And things people are not gonna like how things go in this.
Because some part you're owning because you're owning the part that you can own, but the part that you shouldn't, and that's you guys getting the self-awareness of your own truth, of what is your truth. And then once you know what your truth is, what is the end goal?
Exactly.
And her end goal is wanting to be able to continue to grow past this and grow into great communication, because this is only going to be one of 50 million things that we get opportunities to have conversations about in all relationships. I don't know
Oh.
any relationship that shouldn't be having conversations of some kind that are uncomfortable a little bit.
And if you don't have uncomfortable conversations with people that you want around in your goddamn life, you are missing out. Okay? Even me and Bestie, we had a moment a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I did not want to react like how I did, but I went back to my old self. I went back to not being a clear, positive energy person, and I was just whoa. And I was like, "Oh shit. Did that just happen?" And I had to fucking check myself in my own space, because who wants to be checked around the person that they fucking may have let down in that moment? No fucking body. Nobody. And if you do, then you just might be a tough cookie that you like to be built off of fucking tough. I'm not that tough cookie. I can cry. I can see a complete stranger cry and not know what the fuck is going on, and I'm crying
I'm
with
with
them.
them.
I'm crying with them. So I feel things very deeply, very empath, very intuitive, very all the things that I'm very getting very aware of in these last years and seasons of my life. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Ask the questions, get the clarity, see if that. And Bessie helped me remember, because I was like, I'm just gonna stay here and I'm gonna make sure the conversation happens. And she's like, no, ask. Even just ask. It doesn't hurt to just ask, to even see if the conversation may even happen before you just invading somebody's privacy. Because at the end of the day, this is his
Or
peace of
and
mind.
and it's like, and then you're like basically being like the dog. You're attacking him, and he didn't ask for it, and you're like, "No, you're gonna talk to me right now."
Exactly. And so I'm
And you
like,
got him in a lockjaw position, and he's just
exactly.
crying.
And then, oh, yeah, I forgot I was on the live. I just got the sage stop. So yeah, so then I'm doing something. I want clarity, yes, but not necessarily going to be able to maybe get it exactly when I want it. And I'm okay with not getting it when I want it, but I want to make sure that I'm going to at least get it, because
Yep, because in the and in the end, you guys, and like I told Bestie, you have to know who you're working with, and if it's somebody you want to build something with, trust and believe. You better know that they are able to have an uncomfortable conversation so that you can move forward. Because shoot,
exactly.
it took me and Betsy after that moment of impact. Once we sat down, not even 5 minutes, and we were reset. We hugged. We loved each other. Bam, boom,
Exactly.
and we both feel better because what we both know. And like I told her, is girl, all the ways that I used to show up as that other person gave me all the more things to beat myself up about. And then I would be mad at myself. Oh, you're so dumb. Why'd you say that? You're da, da, and all the things. And it's like when we get to live in a place where that happens so less, it's so much easier. and
Yeah.
it's easy to reset because we already talk about things and helping understand that, yep, everybody thinks different, works different, needs different timelines. Some
Yep.
people are able to talk in the moment. Some people wait, give me an hour. Some people, a lot of men, you need a couple days. It's just a process. If you read that Men Are From Venus, Women Are From Mars book, it explains psychologically. And I told Bessie it's like a physical thing, like a man's physically built different than a woman, and you can't change it. So why would instead of battling against it, understand that they process different, their thinking patterns are different, all of the things are different. So our way is to meet them halfway into wherever that is. Where can we meet? Ask for what you want, and no, if it's going to be a no, then what more do you need to know? Then it will be a no for the rest of that relationship, and you can never have a good relationship with somebody who's unwilling to communicate.
Exactly. Mm. And that's what I've learned. The key to all my past relationships, all my past exes of why it did not work, communication. If we just knew how to communicate and then compromise, we would still be together. But those two C's have been my experience in dating not the best. And that's why I already know where I have to tackle to make a relationship, not make to to have a positive flow in the relationship. And
Yeah,
it's
and
not
harmonize it.
get harmonized. And it's not going to be all well, I don't even know the
Because harmonies, you guys, are like, sometimes they're real high, sometimes they're real low. It's like music, and that's how we are as people. But if we harmonize, and I told Bestie, in all the years of all the marriage retreats and all the stuff, I learned that the only one single factor for a successful relationship is not the things you have in common or none of that. It is the one single factor is both of them have an ability or willingness to want to be able to hear the other person and move accordingly. A willingness to compromise, to hear, to understand, to listen, and but that's the one thing. The one thing. So you guys, we gotta cut it off. We'd love to stay
okay.
here with you forever, but
Yeah,
that is your wisdom for day 92, which equals 11. So today is an 11 day. It's an ascended day. That's why we got to get so much wisdom today, Bestie.
I accept and allow the wisdom, and I'm grateful for having a fucking friend like you. And I did cuss a lot in this live, everyone, but
That's
that
why we put enough for kids.
so
We
with
be
that,
doing shots. Who knows? I love you, girl.
love you too, sis. I
All
appreciate
right. We got each other. Blessings, you guys.
that thing.